So today I have an unboxing slash book haul video for you all. So yes, I know this box is already open, but I got home really late last night and this box had come and it is so smushed that I couldn't wait to open it to find out if my books were okay. And good news, they are. So I put all the books back into the box so I could re-unbox it for you all to see what I got from the Bookoutlet. So I will get right on into it. I'm going to remove the intestines now. Right back into the box. Great job, Chelsea. Alright. So the first book I'm seeing here is The Nightmare Affair by Mindy Arnett. And this one caught my eye actually like a month ago or so. And it's about a girl who is a nightmare. This is what the back says. 17-year-old Dusty Everhart breaks into houses late at night, but not because she's a criminal. No, she's a nightmare, literally. And that's just the first couple lines of the back. And it just piqued my interest. It sounded really interesting. And I am excited to get to it eventually. The next book I got was Anya's Ghost by Vera Brosgol. I've seen this going around BookTube a lot lately, and I've heard really good things about it. And I haven't read a graphic novel in a really, really long time, so I wanted to pick one up. Basically what this is about, it follows Anya, and I guess a ghost ends up following her around, I guess? I don't know very much about the story, but it sounds really cute. The artwork is really cute too. So the next book I got was 75 cents. So I could not leave it. I had to have it. And that is Such Sweet Sorrow by Jenny Trout. And this is like a Shakespeare retelling where Romeo is still alive and Juliet's in the underworld. So he tries to go save her and Hamlet is his guide. And it just sounds so hilarious, and I really want to read it. It just sounds so funny. I don't know if it's meant to be funny. But the next book I got is Pathfinder by Orson Scott Card, and I've heard this mentioned before. I think it was on Reagan's channel, and it's about a boy that can see like the paths people have taken in the past. And it just sounded really interesting and it was really cheap, so I picked it up as well. The next book I got is my first manga, and it is called Little Queen by, I'm going to butcher this name, but it's Yeonju Kim. I probably butchered that like really badly, but I don't know. I saw this and it was just really pretty. The book is actually really filthy. Like, it's all covered in dirt or something, so I'll have to like take like a baby wipe to it or something because it's pretty nasty looking. But it just sounded really cute. The artwork is absolutely beautiful. Class rivals June and Lucia vie for the honor of being named the Queen of Light, entrusted with protecting the people from the King of Darkness. It's funny, it doesn't go backwards the way other mangas do. The next book I got is Endgames, or The Endgames by T. Michael Martin. Michael is my brother's middle name and Martin is our last name, so that's funny. I didn't realize that. But yeah, this sounded fun. It's like I need to reread the back because I don't remember what it's about. So this is what the little blurb on the back says. It happened on Halloween, the world ended, and a dangerous game brought it back to life. So I thought that sounded cool, and I wanted something a little creepy, so I picked it up as well. Bookoutlet is dangerous, you guys. The next book I got is Shadow Cry by Jenna Burtonshaw. This piqued my interest because I think the main character, she can travel between the land of the living and the land of the dead, and it just sounded really interesting, so I picked it up as well. And the cover is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And then the last book I got is Trial by Fire by Josephine Angelini, and this is what the back says. I remember what I must do, even if it makes me the villain of my own story. And that just sounds so cool. I think it has to do with like parallel worlds and stuff, and it just sounds really cool, and so I got it. So those were all the books that I got from the Bookoutlet, but I do have some that have been collecting over the last month that I have gotten from like a little bookstore in my town, so I thought I would show you those as well. The first book I got was Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz. My friend Kelsey actually bought this for me as a late birthday / graduation gift, and I'm really excited to read this one. There's a movie that was made that I haven't seen, but Odd Thomas, Odd is his first name, which I think is kind of funny. He can see and talk to ghosts, and if you've been around on my channel, I think I've mentioned a couple times that when I was younger, I absolutely adored ghost stories, and I want to get back into reading some, so I am going to be picking this up pretty soon, I hope. The next book I picked up was Remember Me by Sophie Kinsella, and I've heard a lot of good things about this author. I just wanted to pick up something by her and find out if I like her writing style. Remember Me kind of gives me a kind of, which movie was it? The one with Channing Tatum and Amy Adams, not Amy Adams, Rachel McAdams, where they're in a car accident and she has like memory loss, and it's kind of like this in this story. She wakes up and doesn't remember anything about her life, and her husband is like a multi-millionaire or something like that, and it just sounds like a fun, quick, kind of lighthearted read, and so I'm excited to get to it. And the cover's really cute, I think. The next book I picked up was The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. I've heard mixed things about this series, but I wanted to find out if I liked it or not, so I picked it up. It was only a couple of dollars at my local bookstore, and it's in really, really good condition. I will get to this eventually. I don't know when exactly, but I'm excited to see whether I like this series or not. Then I picked up a copy of Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. This was one of my, or if not one, my favorite play by Shakespeare that I read in my Intro to Shakespeare class a few semesters ago, and I just really liked it. It was really fun to read, and I saw it there and I picked it up. We got a lot of books, you guys. The next book I picked up was The Map of Time by Felix J. Palma, and this follows, I don't know if it's a fictionalized H.G. Wells. It is, of course it is, it's a fictional book, but I don't know a whole lot about H.G. Wells, but I have heard of him before. He wrote The War of the Worlds, and so it's set in like Victorian London, and yeah, it has to do with like time travel and like classics and stuff, like mysteriously disappearing, and it just sounds really fun, and I love that time period and time travel. Those are some of my favorite things to read about, so I'm really excited to get into reading this. And then the last book I picked up is probably one of the books I'm most excited to show you guys, and it is this edition of Peter Pan, which is absolutely gorgeous. The girl that works at the local bookstore in my town told me that she just put this up a couple minutes before I walked into the store, and I saw it and I snatched it up. I couldn't let it stay there because it's just so pretty. So here's the front. Here's the back. And then the spine. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. I haven't read the actual story of Peter Pan. I read a couple pages of it after I got it, and it is weird. It's written very strangely. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Alright, here are all of the books I got. I don't even know if you can see me. Can't tell. So tell me down in the comments if you've read any of these books, and let me know what you thought of them. And yeah, so I will see you all in my next video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.